That is wrong. It's verbatimly stated that Ichigo did destroy hell, as well as in the scene you show he is destroying hell, so that is wrong. As well as it's actually more likely that it is canon, and it's more implied that it is canon. It's the many statements, and even as you said, the author has nothing to do with it, but that is just clearly wrong. In fact, it is canon. I show in my own video why it is canon. You should check out my Boss Lorde video, but it's just many statements how he worked on it, the exclusive director of this movie, as well as he just makes many statements to go watch it, and it's really enjoyable. We put a lot of hard work into it. And hell is not stated to be a multi-world. No, a kanji in the hell platform data book thing, right? It's actually stated to be a multiverse, Chugen Sekai. At the bare minimum, you can translate it to be a multi-universe, but yeah, no, it's multiversal, says Rome. So here you state that it says that Mugen is near infinite, but there is no scaling for it being nearly infinite, which is just a contradiction in itself. One, the scan you showed has been mistranslated many times. If we go into the actual kanji of the official translation, the word infinite is used, and not just that, but it's actually verbatimly stated that it's that the space is equal to infinity, meaning Mugen is actually infinite in size. Even the scan you showed, meaning it almost infinitely large. Even half of infinity is still infinity. Even 1/20th of infinity is still infinity. So that would still be equivalent to a universe. And the fact you try to compare almost infinitely to planetary, or even that's just dumb. If anything, it would be even more comparable to universal, because even our own universe is infinitely expanding, so you kind of get the parallels. And the fact you say that there's no scaling for it to be infinite, the fact that there's statements for it, that is a way of scaling. I recommend, if you want a more in-depth, go watch my Bleach Cosmology video saying why it actually is more consistent in being infinite, because there is stuff to back it up besides the statements. So here you say the Soul Society, Earth, Mundo are planets and referred to as three worlds, which is sometimes mistranslated to universe. You walk destroying them is multiplanetary, and he hires Wink. So this all kinds of wrong. So we already proved in this video that Mugen, this guy is trying to say, is infinite, and we know Mugen is inside the Soul Society. Now, the Soul Society and not Earth, I don't know why you refer to the world of living as Earth. There's two distinctions when they talk about the world, the actual planet the humans live on, they refer to that as world, and then when they talk about the actual realm, they say the world of living, whatever, right? So we know that it's just they're parallel of each other, the two sides of the same coin, meaning if one's infinite, the other one would also be infinite, as well as we do see there are we actually do know there's actual galaxies and stars in both worlds, so we do know it's more than just a planet. And we also do know this because if it was truly just the planets, and that means the Garganta, which is the encompassing force of the Bleach world verse, right? Since it is encompassing these worlds, right? Then there would be no stars, there would be no galaxies or anything, because there just would only be a black void. Hell, there wouldn't even be a sun to illuminate the sky, because there would only be the Garganta, which is just encompassing. Also, very debunkable right there. As well as I do recommend you go see my Bleach Cosmology video. I prove just how big the Bleach verse is, and conveniently with the, if you can call this a scan you're using to try to prove they're only planets, that's the valley of screams we see in between the Soul Society and World of the Living, right? And that's from the Memories of Nobody. Now, the Valley of Screams is canon, by the way, just had to point that out, but it's also stated that it's infinite, because it can contain an infinite amount of souls, which means it would also need to be infinite, right? As well as that there are the Valley of Screams holds dominion over space and time in infinite dimensions. That would make just the Valley of Screams either 4 to 5D, and the Valley of Screams are tiny compared to just the Don guy, let alone the Soul Society and World of the Living. So you truly see how small just how big these verses actually are. And finally, you say Yuha's durability doesn't even scale to his full AP, just the reality that leaks out of him unconsciously. Ichigo doesn't directly scale to Yuha, he's needed Aizen, Gote 13, and others just to get a chance to cut him. I don't even know where to start about this. Okay, for one, you do know your AP, your durability equals your AP. Like, if just going off by like the versus battle, character profile stats, even just basic physics, if you would output set amount of energy, your body would need to take the force, or else you just crumble. Like Deku, for example, there's no implication that his durability doesn't equal his AP. This is just a flat out lie. And you're trying to say the Ryatsu leaks out of him unconsciously? Are you trying to say that doesn't scale to him? Which, why wouldn't that? That's his Ryatsu. That is literally his power. Like, that's how the power system works. That's like saying, like, when Goku's ki subconsciously like leaks from him, he can destroy the universe. That's like kind of the same shit. That does not make sense at all. And then you go to say that Ichigo doesn't directly scale to him when you show a scan of him literally killing Yuha by himself. So congratulations, you debunked yourself. But of course, you're totally free with the fact that even Yuha himself said that Ichigo's power was so magnificent he had no room to fail while fighting him. And you also are in the fact that he literally, the Goten 13 never fought Yuha. Like, you're trying to make it sound like they all had to team up on it, which has never happened. The Goten 13 never fought Yuha, like, all together. It was only Aizen that fought Yuha, right? Which, pretty evenly, right? They're pretty kind of the square with each other. And it wasn't Ichigo and Aizen. Then Ichigo came a few minutes later to get a hit on, you know, Yuha. But even before that, he fought him without Aizen, and Aizen and Ichigo never helped each other. You can't even argue, you know, Uryu even helping. All he did was throw an arrow to negate the Almighty for like a second. No, when did they ever team up on Yuha? He was never like jumped. It was always a 1v1. So like that you're just, I don't even understand. And like, it's even just stated in the light novels that just his dead corpse had so much power that I was able to keep the verse, you know, around. And like, I really don't understand what you were trying to say. Like, this is just, yeah. In conclusion, this was a really bad scale. You showed almost no scans the entire time. You just said words and expected people to believe you. In conclusion, this is very bad. Please stop spreading misinformation and try to, like, I don't know, like, be better at like scaling Bleach if you don't mind. Have a good day. That's all. Mr. Crafty out.